with allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody. I will call the meeting to order. We have a quorum. I will take a motion to approve the agenda in the minutes. So second. I have a motion and second. Is there any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion will carry. Rich, you're up. County engineer.
Last week we had a pre-con for a 390th Street box culvert. Still waiting for all the submissions for the box culvert designs, so we can approve those, shop drawings, and then they can get moving on it, so.
That's the bridge
Yeah, this one's
over.
been closed for.
Okay.
So that's moving along. It's slow, but they've got all their stuff submitted now, so they can get reviewed, and then they can take our, approvals and get the box culverts built, and that's gonna determine the schedule. We had, obviously with all the rain we've had the past few days, roads are kind of messed up, but we'll be getting out there as soon as they're fit for us to get on them without destroying them worse than they already are, so, that's all I've got for secondary roads. I will probably, bring the budget and program next week. DOT hasn't fully reviewed it yet, but we can at least have discussions. I'm expecting them to have them reviewed this week. I have to have them turned into the DOT by the 15th, which I've already done. They give them back to us to review for approval, and you guys are the last, so possibly next week I'll have that for us to look at for that, so. And secondary roads, that's all I've got for you. We met last week also on the kind of the construction of the facilities there, and checked out the remaining finishings, colors and things like that. And got a schedule. They want to try to pour the floor in the facility, maintenance side facility, so that they can, it's a little bit easier for them once they got a hard floor in there to do the insulation and the roofing after that's in. So they're gonna try to do that in April yet. The office facility is still waiting on windows and doors yet for, and then the roofing too. They're having some, they're working through some small issues with roofing. So. But that's all I've got for you today.
You guys got any questions for him?
No, think so.
I don't.
Okay.
And I see that we still haven't heard back from Jason on the project updates as far as administration goes, since we turned in the last changes that we wanted, so we'll just wait for that.
And we're still waiting for the stuff to get done with the conservation building too.
Yes.
Checklist.
Next, we have drainage. And we have a work order from Paul Tenold for a suck hole.
He's gonna fix it.
He's going to, oh, yes, Paul will take care of the work. I read that originally.
A motion to approve the repair. I'll second it.
Motion and a second. Is there any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Bill, did you get everything squared away on the other side? DD 1440, whatever the minutes and everything we got all figured out?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's on 40.
I sent them to you guys.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, I wanted you to be able to look at them, so.
Thank you.
You got any reports?
I got claims
Claims.
for, payroll.
A motion to approve payroll claims. I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the payroll claims. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion will carry. What you got here?
Sheriff's monthly and quarterly.
I got the sheriff's monthly and quarterly reports.
I'll motion to approve the reports. I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the sheriff's reports. Any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion will carry.
You can skip the next two and Renee is here.
Hi.
Great. Any place?
Hello.
Morning, how are you guys today?
Fine. Renee Harris is here with Domestic Abuse Advocate, Crisis Intervention Service for Sexual Assault Awareness Month proclamation. You guys got ahead of me before I could sign.
Oh,
That's all right.
sorry. Everything.
They're multitask.
3 against 1, we're really pushing you.
And either you can read or she'll read. What's your? Yeah, just-
Oh, go ahead and get up and read it. Or you can sit there. I don't care what you do.
All right, okay, got it. Whereas home should be a place of warmth, unconditional love, tranquility, and security. For most of us, home and family can indeed be counted among our greatest blessings. Tragically, for many community members, these blessings are tarnished by violence and fear. And whereas in the past year, 9 survivors who sought crisis services were residents of Worth County who experienced sexual violence, demonstrating the continued impact of this issue on our community. And whereas rape, sexual assault, and sexual harassment impact our community, and statistics show 1 in 5 women, and 1 in 71 men will be raped at some point in their lives. And whereas child sexual abuse prevention must be a priority to confront the reality that 1 in 6 boys and 1 in 4 girls will experience a sexual assault before the age of 18. And whereas we must work together to educate and communicate our community about sexual violence prevention, supporting survivors and speaking out against harmful attitudes and actions. And whereas the crime of sexual abuse violates an individual's privacy, dignity, security, and humanity due to the systemic use of physical, emotional, sexual, psychological, and economic control or abuse. Whereas sexually violent acts against children cost the nation over $71 billion annually, and in adolescents, $45 billion annually. And medical expenses, law enforcement and court costs, shelters and foster care, sick leave, absenteeism, and reduced worker productivity. And whereas only a coordinated community effort will bring an end to this epidemic of crime and violence, and we as a community must address the problem of sexual violence in our homes and neighborhoods every day of the year. And whereas a coalition of organizations has emerged to directly confront this crisis, law enforcement officials, victim service programs, healthcare providers, the faith community, and other concerned citizens are helping in the effort to end sexual violence. We must recognize the compassion and dedication of these volunteers and professionals, applaud their efforts, and increase public understanding and importance of this social problem. If the proclamation was signed, I'll let you or someone read the bottom.
Is there a motion to approve this proclamation?
I'll make a motion to approve the proclamation.
I will support it.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion will carry. Now therefore, we, the Worth County Board of Supervisors, do hereby proclaim the month of April 2026 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month and urge all citizens of Worth County to observe this month by becoming aware of the tragedy of sexual assault, supporting those who are working towards its end, and participating in community efforts. I do hereby proclaim April as a Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Thank you very much.
And then did you want yours signed too?
Yeah, I will take a copy signed, and I invite you all to take a photo with me if it's possible.
Yeah.
Post that on the. Wow. Would you take the photo, Jackie? Are you gonna be in the photo with us?
No.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, thank you very much.
See if I got a good one.
Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next we have the City of Northwood Council, a 28E law enforcement agreement. Who is here to speak on the city council's behalf?
Mayor Doug Mulling.
Go ahead.
I'm just here to, we are just here to respectfully request that you reconsider extending the law enforcement 2080 for the city of Northwood. That's my simple request. That's all I have.
Do you have any comments or anything? We will take that under consideration.
We just need to look at it, make sure we got everything right.
I will tell you that the last couple of weeks, we have been working on a different avenue to take on this thing.
Appreciate any comment and any information from you would be greatly appreciated.
I think as far as this table goes, it was never our intention not to enter into a 2080 agreement. But however, the numbers have to be right because we don't feel that the rest of Worth County should have to pay for any sort of law enforcement within the city of Northwood.
That's things we're also looking at going forward with other agreements that we have in the county with the cities, even the smaller cities. We've got to make sure that we're getting all
Everybody
the
else-
expenses in the right columns and it's fair for everybody and.
Everybody pays their
Because if
share.
we come up short, it's gotta come out of the revenue pot. And who pays into that? Everybody.
Everybody does.
So that means people in every township are gonna contribute to your law enforcement.
And I
And we
believe
don't go
there's
along
no
with that.
intention of Northwood to not pay our fair share. But again, I just need to protect my
Yep,
taxpayers also. It's kind of tough both ways.
and that's,
Understand that.
these agreements were done way before any of us. Mark was new at the time, I think, coming into it, so we understand the importance of it. But, we wanna make sure it's proper and right. In fairness of you guys and the rest of the work on taxpayers, so.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
The only thing that I would like to mention to you is when the sheriff shows up with a budget, with a number, that's what he's gotta have to protect the county so that you guys don't come up short of paying for the bill and it dumps on the rest of taxpayers. That number would, and we've talked about this, is not negotiable, is it? So that's something for the future.
Yeah, well, and I appreciate that, and I truthfully wish that there was some misunderstanding in the beginning, and I believe that knowing that number is, the number is helpful, makes sense.
But, yeah.
That we know.
That's what he's figured out. It's gonna cost the county to provide you with the law enforcement the way you want it. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. If we cut that, we end up doing the same thing we've done the last 2 years, which I explained to you, where we're coming up short. It's not your fault. It's not ours. It's called inflation.
Yeah.
We got caught. So thank you for coming today and talking to us about this.
Where do you wanna go from here?
Well, I guess we would look for a official, that number and what other concessions are needed. So that we can discuss it ourselves and try and,
But you have to be patient. We're waiting for a lawyer to get back to us.
okay,
And then, we have a union negotiation this summer. So what about the length of this first batch of agreements? Do we want to go for 1 year and see where our union negotiations end up?
at this stage of the game, I believe we would discuss any length.
Well, we're trying to get the union negotiation to track with the 2080 agreement,
Okay,
which has in the past been a 3-year deal.
okay.
And that's what that's what we got.
no-
That's what the lawyer's checking into this for, and he's,
I don't think we would have any difficulty adjusting or figuring it out, lining those up at all.
because if it works, that bill's gonna go up a little bit.
Understandable.
You gotta be fair to the deputies too, so. But other than that, I don't have any other questions.
Oh, right now, yeah. Appreciate you coming
We're
in.
just kind of waiting for that to come back.
Wait till we hear from attorneys. We'll keep working with Jesse and
Okay,
we'll be reaching out to you guys again.
appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the discussion is HR discussion. We're still waiting.
Yeah.
Did you guys get much of that back as far as input from the department heads
They're working.
on what they thought?
Yeah, let's bump it.
Gotcha, we bumped that. On building and grounds. I see that the landscaper and us did not communicate on what we wanted done, and therefore he's going to put another bid in.
He hasn't put it in yet.
No, yeah,
And he can
no.
get it right too.
no, he stopped over and I explained that we just want top dressing done, filled in the holes, top dress done, and he apologized for
Nope,
misunderstanding.
Close.
And I just said, it's no big deal, it was just a misunderstanding, we'll get it clarified, and so he was gonna get that back to me yet. I thought maybe last week, but I hadn't seen it yet, so as soon as I get it, I will get it to you guys.
And
Yeah.
I'll take partial blame for that, cause our conversation was, we didn't know what was gonna happen once the trees got pulled, what kind of shape it was gonna be in.
Right,
So that's kind of what was in for. I talked to Kyle as well last week and he's gonna.
Yeah.
Adjust and do what we want to do, so.
yep, there were some root balls still left of some of the trees I've got pulled up, so I just asked him to have those removed as well.
Mhm.
And then just, yeah, and it's gonna be all the same rock that's already there, so it just matches right in.
Guess we'll wait for him to come back with another bid.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. I see we need 3 new smoke detectors.
Yeah.
And we got a price on them. It's gotta get done, do it.
We need, we need one for sure, but we don't have any spares. So if we.
They're more expensive because the base is no longer available, so we gotta replace the base and everything.
They
I
update.
didn't even look at it yet. I was scared.
Oh, I looked at it.
you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta have them.
It's not like going to Menards and buying them, so.
Nope, little different. Melissa, are you on with Windward Betco?
I'm finishing up the summer events postcards to be put into all the newspapers. The Rural Summit is in Dubuque, so I'll be leaving on Wednesday and I'll be back on Friday late. So that's it for the week. And then our exec board meeting is on Monday, the 13th at Heartland Power.
You guys got anything for
I know,
Where's Heartland Power at?
her? Thompson,
Main Street.
kitty corner across from the
Brandon
steakhouse. Brandon Iron.
Oh.
It's still up there. That's where the office is, like, cause they built a new building out there on the road, you know. the
Oh, that's right, they did build one out there.
The office is still on Main Street, right?
It is, but they want to show us the new building, which is why we're meeting there.
Oh, so we're meeting at the
Okay.
new building?
I believe so, but I will double check and put that on the
Right on
agenda.
the highway, just. Yep. Okay,
Okay, thank you, Melissa.
You bet.
You got any news from water and wastewater?
No.
It's going good,
So, it's going.
something new.
The casino's got, drawings of a new sign they wanna put on that water tower. You know, update that sign. Jason's got them right now, just to make sure if everything's roughly the same as what was there, we'll let them go with it. But if it's more weight or that much different, we'll wanna get to the tank company to make sure
That's okay.
it's safe to hang it like that. So we're just working with them on that, but Jason's gonna take a look at it and just see get his thoughts on it, and
perfect.
Gotcha.
they may be coming to ask to put a new sign up, so.
Okay. Department heads. What you got for me?
Gotta tell you, Steph, you know, this was went in the mail last Tuesday, so just as you're talking to the public, if there's any questions, concerns, just tell them to give us a holler or stop in.
Okay, anybody else?
For the safety committee, for the training reports, would you like those on a monthly or quarterly report basis? I can send.
Well, we decided that certain groups, like secondary roads, are gonna do them every month, and everybody else, like
I know.
the auditor's office stuff,
From
was
me,
gonna do it
Sending them to the board. I mean, I can collect them all and then send them, I can either send them to you monthly or.
quarterly's
Quarterly,
fine.
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless there's something glaring that needs to be.
Right.
Yeah, if something needs to be addressed, obviously we'll take care of it right away, but otherwise that's take quarterly, so.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
Anybody else?
I'll be at the local public health conference in Des Moines on Wednesday and Thursday, so I'll be out of the office, but Lexi will be there, so.
Did a good turnout of Joyce.
Yes, we did. We had
That's-
185 people
At
out.
Joyce.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Awesome. How about
yes.
Tetsa too? You did that?
We did Joyce and Grafton.
Grafton,
did this
okay.
year, yeah.
Yeah, they
This
got
year.
postponed.
So we are very excited. The people, we have thank you notes coming in the mail from people, from families, thanking us for putting these both in Grafton and in Joyce. for doing this programs in their small communities. And I will tell you that these small towns really stepped forward and really wanted it to have ownership to their town. Joyce's fire department gave fire truck rides. They set up ping pong tables. One of the churches did a bingo booth. I mean, and Grafton was amazing to let us come in and it was a great turnout. We'll be doing them again next year, moving around, of course, through the county and different towns. So, yeah, it's great. It was a
almost
great
more than
turnout.
population,
We were
so.
shocked, yeah. We went through a lot of food.
Good.
So, which is what we're supposed to be doing, and the kids all had fun, and yeah, face painting, that was another thing. One of the community members did over at Joyce, they brought in face painting, so they did that, and yeah, it's really a great turnout of family stuff, and a lot of resources given out to people. A couple of thank you notes were like, we didn't even know this was available to us, these different resources they needed, so that's amazing. Yep.
That's
why-
good outreach, that's.
Yeah, that's what outreach is, yeah.
That's what-
As she was sitting down here talking about, I was thinking to myself, as soon as we're done, I'm gonna reach out to her.
I know, I was
and
just-
have her do it. Yep, we'll have her at our next one that we do. Yeah,
All these small towns and
Yes,
towns that have
yeah.
nice community centers and.
beautiful,
Things we can
yes.
do this in, so.
And they have such pride in it, which has been fun for all of us to see how much pride there is in these little communities that want everybody to see what they have.
Thanks for
Been
doing it.
great,
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you for doing it.
yeah. Great.
So any other department heads? If not, is there any supervisor comments?
I know.
We're still looking for volunteers.
Always looking for volunteers.
If not, next week's agenda, is there anything we need to add on there?
Not right now.
If not, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion's carried. We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming.